Hello, this is Nick, your energy saving advisor. I just want to take a minute to discuss the lighting facts label on the side of all um, lighting products in the United States. It's much like a nutritional facts label for food, except it gives all information for lighting. Here's an example of one. This is an LED bulb, and here are the lighting facts based on that bulb. They look different depending on the manufacturer, but all of the information is the same. They're always located on the side packaging or the back of the light bulb packaging. Here's another example. I just wanted to go through a couple of actually I'll go through every single one. The brightness. This bulb in this case is 65 or 655 lumens, which reviews how bright the bulb is. The higher the lumens, the brighter the bulb. Whereas before, when incandescent bulbs were in the market, we used to compare wattage to brightness. So a 60-watt bulb was brighter than a 40-watt bulb, and a 100-watt bulb was brighter than a 60-watt bulb. That's really not the true measure of light output. Light output is measured in lumens. The estimated annual yearly cost right here is $1.08 to operate this bulb. And the reason why the energy cost here is based on using it 3 hours a day, and the national average for kilowatt hours for your electric utility is 11 cents. So this number can vary depending on how long you use it and what your utility rate is. I live in the Northeast. We pay a lot more than 11 cents per kilowatt hour. I know there's some places in, Texas is relatively cheap. Tennessee is cheap. Florida is cheap. So depending on your kilowatt hours, this number will vary too. But this is just a national average based on 3 hours a day. The lifetime of the bulb, again, is based on 3 hours a day. So this says it lasts 22.8 years. So if you want to know how many hours that equates to, you just multiply 22.8 times 3 hours a day times 365 days in a year, and you'll come up with 25,000 hours. And it just reviews how long the light bulbs last. Again, if you're using it 4 hours a day, it's not going to last that many years. If you use it less, it can last even more. This is what I focused on with the other video on Kelvin temperature, the lighting appearance. So LEDs in particular have a broad range of Kelvin temperature, and this one is a 27 Kelvin temperature bulb, which gives off a warm light, very similar to an incandescent bulb. And then as you go up the scale here, if you get to 3500, it produces more of a white light. If you get to 5,000 Kelvin, then it's going to produce a bluish light, almost like a factory fluorescent light. And then finally, the energy used. How much energy is a light bulb use? In this case, this is a 9-watt bulb. In general, 9 watts, 655 lumens. We're looking at this bulb replacing the equivalent of a 60-watt incandescent. So that's it for my quick presentation. I just want to show you, if you're shopping online and you want to find this information, it's pretty easy to find. So this is my website, energysavingadvisor.com. If you go to Shop Now, Shop Deals button, you can pick any of these bulbs. Let's look at this one, for example. And it brings you to the website. And although the lighting facts label isn't actually listed on this web page, you can see all the information here. So general purpose bulb, ideal for all applications. A19 shape, that just means it's a traditional incandescent look and feel. 760 lumens, which we just went over, goes over the brightness. So this one is actually brighter than the example I showed in the PowerPoint. 60-watt replacement using only 8 watts, and my example had 9, and the 2700 Kelvin soft white light, which means it produces, and I wish there was a photo, there's not, but it produces a warm light. This one only lasts 9.1 years, which again is the equivalent of 10,000 hours, so it doesn't last as long. But you can basically look at all this information, and this gets even more technical down here. It gives you the warranty. What else? The bulb voltage, the beam spread, which means it's a 240-degree beam, and the size of the bulb, and that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions on this, again, you can go to my website, energysavingadvisor.com. You can email me at energysavingadvisor@gmail.com. Or you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at EnergySavingAd, that's AD1. Or I also have an Instagram page if you search Energy Saving Advisor. Thank you. Have a good day.